when did you first get verified on Twitch? I think I got verified on Twitch. Shout out to Luda FGC for that question. The first time I got verified on Twitch was like 2000. I think it was 2015 or 2016. One of the two. Um, I think we need to do a what, how, and why for this type of video. So first things first, I got verified when I was streaming Tekken Tag 2. There wasn't many people streaming fighting games. Fighting games, there was, I think there was like maybe like a tad few. I think there might have been Spaghetti Rip, Fergus, Ryu. He plays a Street Fighter. He plays Street Fighter. There was no Justin Wong. There was no Kizzy K. There was no Punk. There was no one like that. There was there was no one like that on here. There was no Nemo. There. It was literally a few people. Real Menace as well. It's a funny story because the way how I got it was I went to EGX around that time, and I feel like I was networking to see who was a part of Twitch. Like one thing I do is I always like to network and see who works with who, and just trying to like kind of let them know that I'm here. Because one thing I realize is that when you're on a platform, it can feel like very lonely when you don't know who's who. And it's always good to know who is who, so that if you run into any issues, you can speak to that person. And like I was like looking for like who was at Twitch and stuff, and I was just like, all right, cool, this person's at Twitch. Let me speak to them. And then you speak to them, get an email, you talk, and then like yeah, I was just saying to them, look, I want to get verified. And then like basically yeah, I was just working hard, but Real Menace had like more views than me at the time in it, so he got verified first, and then I got verified after he did. So yeah, it was both there. I was just like, yeah, boom, come, we try and get verified because there's no one playing Tekken that was verified at the time, and for me personally, I was like, raw, like I was trying for 8. I got rejected a good amount of times. I know you know might look at me and think, oh yeah, but he's an ambassador now for Twitch and all of this stuff. I'm keeping it 100% like transparent that yeah, I got rejected quite a few times. Quite a few times until there was one time when they said they actually just said, all right, yeah, you're verified. Or, partnered. I think verified, partnered, whichever one. And then I was like, oh, sick. But you see, like everyone that got their emails, like on Twitter now, you see people have that nice message with that kind of like small image that says, oh yeah, you've been partnered. I never had any of that stuff. I just got an email confirmation saying, yeah, oh, you're partnered. Congratulations. I didn't get none of that nice stuff, that nice graphic that everyone seems to be getting. So yeah, this was around the early stages before, affiliate. There was no affiliate when I was a partner either. There was no ambassador when I got verified. There was none of that stuff. It was literally you're either a streamer or you're a partner. So yeah, I was literally trying to pave the way and make sure that, there's a lot of people that can see that you can make something from fighting games, because there was, like I said, there was no one streaming. Nobody was really streaming. And yeah, it was only because like back then we was trying to stream. Um, Obviously we were getting donations, so donations were supporting. So like we would go to tournaments and stuff like that as well with the donations on the stream, because people would live kind of like send money through and stuff like that as well, and that helped out a lot. And I appreciate all the people that sent like money or donated or subscribed and all of that stuff as well. But yeah, that's how I got started. That's how I got verified on uh partnered on Twitch, sorry. And then yeah, years like 2019, I became the first fighting game player to get obviously the ambassador. So yeah, like that was amazing for me. And then obviously I got flew out to Amsterdam to then do like just talks and stuff like that as well. And yeah, man, I met quite a lot of awesome streamers as well, man. And then yeah, like I think Cuddlecore is the next. Cuddlecore was the next person that was the ambassador for fight in the fighting game community. That's got a name, and she is Twitch. She's Twitch ambassador 2022. So shout out to her as well, man. That's obviously a big look. But yeah, in the UK, there ain't anyone. But that's why I feel like doing stuff like this and talking about stuff like this, maybe I can encourage more people to stream, and there'll be more people that I do see at these events, because I'm seeing loads of different people at events. And yeah, they're not fighting game people. They're playing Call of Duty. They're playing League of Legends and all of these stuff, and I'm just the only person there that's from fighting games. And again, I can understand that people might feel like it's not like it's not lucrative. It's you can't do it as a full time. But man, I do it as a full time. Like, I pay my bills. Like I say, car, studio, loads of different things I have to pay out for, and it can be done. It's just the way you go about it, and just I come with a plan. Stream, YouTube, like try and like networking also helps as well, because if the people like you gotta think of it like this, yeah. I'll break it down a little bit. So if you was to go into someone like, so say for example, like you gotta look at Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and all these stuff as you're going into someone's house. If you're going into someone's house, you like, unless you're a robber, like you want to know who the owner is. You want to be able to talk to the owner of that place. So like, say for example, if it's like, all right, cool, something goes wrong, or if they find out, like say for example, they can help you with things. Like I've been helped through with loads of different things because of who I know. Like I know loads of people. Like I know people in Twitter, I know people in Twitch, I know people in YouTube. Like I don't know anyone in TikTok, but I know people. I know people just all around. I have a very very large network. Like you don't see this and think, all right, this is it. This is definitely nowhere near it. I have a team with the whole King J brand. Like I have a team, so like there's a lot of things that go into it, And then obviously you gotta think about like me. I'm not even a sponsored. Like think about it like this. I'm not even a sponsored player, but I have got sponsors in my whole lifetime. I've had sponsors. If you look at the review part of my YouTube, you'll see I've worked with loads of different brands. I've worked with Alienware. I've worked with Rode. I'm working with Rode currently. I've worked with loads of different brands. You can go and check it. And again, this just comes from networking. It just comes from talking to people, knowing who's who, and just having a good, business relationship with people. I'm very good at talking to people. I'm very good at like, yeah, I'm good at do what I do in it, and I know that because I don't really see anyone else doing what I do. So yeah, I just thought it would be good to kind of explain that. How many people in my team? I have I think 5 or 6 people are in my team currently. We're probably gonna expand when things get a little bit more better in terms of like revenue and stuff like that as well. But yeah, for now, I'm cool with the team, how it is, and probably like my whole goal right now is just to get to 100,000 on YouTube and then get to 100,000 on Twitch. Right now I'm on 61,000 on Twitch, and then on YouTube I'm on like what 63,000. It's kind of been a bit slow on that, but I feel like maybe it's just the content that I've been putting out. I've been doing loads of different content, and maybe people just don't know how to take that content because it's not me just doing gameplays of Tekken. I feel like I'm kind of bored of doing that stuff. So maybe that's why I kind of had I had a really bad burnout. Um, and it's not something I spoke about on Twitter because it's just I'm not really that person. I kind of just deal with stuff how I deal with it. But yeah, I had an extremely bad burnout, and yeah, I'm back now, and that's it. But yeah, that is how I became partnered ambassador, or should I title this how I became a Twitch ambassador, or yeah, that's just it, man. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah.